When I was in grade school, my brother and I went to this machine shop. While he was working on something, we just explored his bone pile of things discarded, and we found this little wooden lathe. We brought it home and put a motor on it, and we made some things. This is from that first wood lathe I had. That's just a piece of it. I do not know what happened to the rest of it. I never considered myself as an artist until some people saw some of the things that I had worked with. I haven't done much for anyone else other than the organizations that I give things to. I still just enjoy finding the beauty God put in a piece of wood. Some people like to do the segmented wood. I've done a little bit of that, but I prefer just finding what's in a piece of wood. And I have enjoyed working with wood that I thought probably nobody else would work with, and that was stumps. And I started making stuff out of stumps. This is from a peach tree stump. This is from an American chestnut stump. An American chestnut is almost extinct, but it's making a comeback, and this little tree died. I just had to make something out of it, so I keep my genie in there. This is another piece that was from an American chestnut stump, and I learned a few things from making this piece. It was supposed to be a complete bowl, and all of a sudden, as I was turning the outside of it, this part of it just disappeared. I was very disappointed, but I decided, this is a very rare piece of wood. I'm going to finish it. So I shaped it as best I could and put a finish on it. And I brought it in and showed it to my wife, and she said, "Oh, I like that." And I said, "I wasn't really making it for you." And she said, "It's not going anywhere." What I learned from this is that wood has a right to be what it is. I do not have the right to make it just anything that I want. It has some rights of its own, and we just have to respect it the way it turns out because it's being its own. I don't throw anything away. This was a piece of box elder that was very rotten, worm-eaten. I had to glue a piece on the back of it so I could hold it in my lathe to shape it. When I got done, I soaked it with sand and seal so it would harden and I could sand it, and a lot of people just say that's very unique. I like all kinds of wood. This piece of wood came from a tree behind the hotel in Ludington. I think it's a very lovely piece of wood. Making something like this is really fun, but to make another one just like it is work. Making things alike requires tools, plans, measurements, calipers. It takes time to turn those things. This laser is to help show me where I'm cutting on the inside of this piece of wood. Well, we have a club. It meets on the third Thursday night of the month in Ludington, and we're just a group of wood turners, and some of them have gotten started by coming to our club and have picked up techniques and tools and are doing wonderful work now. I don't throw anything away. I thought that willow is definitely a junk wood. No. I've found some pieces of willow that turned out really nice. My philosophy is that I look for what beauty God has put in a piece of wood, and I try to shape the piece of wood to bring out as much of the beauty as I can.